Hi, today we're going to look at how we can create PDF files on automation from this Article of Incorporation form. As you can see in the background, I have got an Articles of Incorporation form created in Notion, wherein once a user fills in all the details of this particular form and they click on submit, the responses gets captured onto the responses side of things in the Notion database. And I'm looking to create PDF files on automation whenever a new response is captured in this database. For this, I will be using a tool known as PDF Output. PDF Output will help me create PDF files and automation with the help of a Google document and a Notion database. You can use this particular tool to create reports, invoices, contracts, certificates, quotes, or anything as per your choice. Whatever you want to scale, use the documents at scale. So let's create PDFs right now and simply sign in with one of your account from this list, and let's continue with the demonstration after that. So I'm going to quickly sign in with one of my account and then we will proceed further. So once you sign in, you will be asked to add a Notion database. After that, you need to add a document which will be used for the template file. And finally, you will need to map the properties of the database onto the document one by one, which will be used for the automation process. So click on Add Notion Database and this will allow you to add the database. For this, we will be copying the database title what we have on the Notion workspace. So I'll copy the database title from here, and then we will need to add the database from this list. So click on Next. You will have two options. Either you can go with the default template, so this will create a duplicate database on your workspace which you can use for the automation process. So if you're looking to test out PDF output, you can go with the first option, but I'm going to use my own database from the list. So click on Select Pages and again click on Select Pages, and the database title which you have copied, simply put it inside this search pages over here. Once you add the database title inside this, you will be able to see the database come up over here. Click on this and it will automatically add the database to your selection. If you click on the drop down under private or shared, wherever your database is located, you will be able to see that particular database populate over here. Now my recommendation to you is always and always add the database by copying the database title and entering it inside the search pages. That will allow you to add the database correctly. If you're adding the database by manually selecting these top level pages, your experience may not be smooth. So it will take a while to load the database. So always I recommend copy the database title from your workspace and put it inside the search pages so your database is correctly added. Alongside this, if you have any relational properties on the database, so let's say Article of Incorporation is connected to database A and database B. So you need to add three databases inside the search pages. You need to add the Article of Incorporation, you need to add the database A and database B as well. So you need to connect all the databases that are used in your workspace so that the relation and roller properties appear correctly on the PDF files, and your PDF file generated will contain all the properties that you need. Okay. So always ensure that all the relational databases are also added through the search pages to be able to create the PDF files correctly with all the properties intact. Now scroll down and click on Allow Access, and this will give access to the Article of Incorporation database which we're going to use for the automation process. You can see the database is already appearing over here. Click on this, and if you scroll down, you will be able to see all the properties of the database load up over here. Now, if you're not able to see the Article of Incorporation database or any database, whatever you're loading, make sure to click on Reload Databases or simply refresh the page once or twice. The database will automatically populate over here. Okay. So now let's add the document for our use case. So click on Add Google Document. You have two options. Either you can go with an existing document or you can add a demo document. If you click on existing document, it will ask you to choose any document that is already there on a Google Drive, which you can use for this automation setup. I do not have any such existing document, so I'm going to instead create a demo document right away. So click on Add Demo Document, and this will create a demo document which we can use for the automation setup. So this is the document which it has generated. Let me remove the text which we do not need. Now if you see, it has created all these placeholders for me beforehand, and if you closely observe, these are the exact same fields which there in the Notion database. So my Notion database has company name, business purpose, date, sign, date of incorporation. So it has automatically mapped all the fields with the required text elements. So now when the PDF file will be created, it will automatically fetch these values. Example, it will fetch business purpose from the business purpose column. It will fetch company name from the company name column, and so on. It will fetch all the fields and it will create PDF files for every record, mapping the values onto the particular placeholders over here. Okay. If you want to manually map any such field, let's say I want to add the business purpose, it Click on copy on business purpose and simply go to the document where you want to paste it. Use Control V or Command V on your keyboard. Okay, so you can use Control V or Command V on your keyboard to paste the property onto the document. So you can add any such property. Let's say I want to add initial directors to the document. I can go anywhere and I can use Control V or Command V, and the property will be pasted onto the document. So this creates a live mapping onto the document, which can help us create the PDF files in automation. So once everything is set up, we are required to go through two different things. First is the PDF file name. So all the PDF file which will be created, I want to name it as per the company name over here. Okay, so you can select the company name from the drop down, and the PDF file will be generated as per the company name what we have in the database. Besides this, if you go to the right side of the database, you will find two additional columns: generate PDF and PDF file. If any record is marked as ready to generate, the PDF file will be created for those specific records, and it will be saved in the PDF file that you see over here. So make sure to mark the records as ready to generate whichever you want to create as PDF files. So once everything is in place, now let's click on download PDF, and my PDF file will be downloaded directly inside this database, and it will be stored right inside this PDF file column for me. Okay. It will also be downloaded onto the downloads folder, which you can check later on. So you can see the first file is already downloaded. Let me click on this and you will be able to see the output with all the mappings intact. So you can see all the mappings of the database has been created right inside the document. And if I open up the second file, which is this one, you will also be able to see all the mappings created right over here. So you can see two documents which have been created with all the mappings from the database that we had over here placed inside this document. This is how simple and easy it is to use PDF output. But the best part of this tool is once everything works correctly, click on Setup Notion Automation. And now this entire automation is set up to run right inside the Notion database forever, which means you do not need to go back to PDF output ever again to set up all the things manually and create the PDF file. All you need to do is simply add the records in the database one by one, mark the records as ready to generate, and the PDF file will be directly cleared right inside the database for you. So this eliminates the need to juggle between PDF output tool and the database to create the PDF file. So as soon as a user creates a response from here and they click on submit, and the response gets captured on the database, simply mark the records as ready to generate, and the PDF file will be created right inside this PDF file column. So I hope this entire explanation was helpful to you to understand the process. If you still have questions, use the chat bubble at the bottom and send me a message with your queries. I'll be able to take up any issues on this. Otherwise, you also have an option to reach out to me through the contact section that we have at the home page, where you can send me a message with your queries. I'll be able to assist you with any issues on this. You even have an option to book a free demo. So make advantage of this free demo session, which I can give you